Today on Fashion Guide, a wardrobe item that is universal, stylish, and affordable, and it matches everything. We'll take a look at a unique theatrical fashion show where the myth of Medea is interpreted in modern times. And we'll visit the Paris Fashion Week Haute Couture shows for the 2016 spring-summer season. Style, elegance, and completeness are the three main features of the ladylike look. It's no secret that the little black dress comprises all these three rules. This main wardrobe article is one of the most universal for women. Thanks to the legendary Coco Chanel, the little black dress has been in fashion for over 90 years now. Today, the dress can be midi and even maxi. And to make the dress even more interesting, you can match it with different items, just like the stylist Tatiana Anizrum does. This dress can be worn for casual wear and as an evening gown. We can underpin the individuality of this piece of clothing by a white jacket or a blouse that every girl surely has. A blouse can be either a men's cut or with a frill. You can add some details to complete the look. The stylist used two belts as accessories, tying them in an unusual way, and got a light, feminine, and stylish look. You can experiment with brooches or wide belts, and the second look might be a little more romantic. Accessories add diversity to the dress, and the belts and shoes remain the same. Here we replaced a white jacket by an everyday wear sweater that everyone I think has too. And we complete the look with this interesting silk scarf. You can wear classic shoes, and this combination will work as a perfect evening set. The sweater's color palette and the silk scarf emphasize the tenderness of the look. Those who love sport chic and comfort might get interested in the third option. This is an outdoors option that you can use in any weather. A denim jacket can easily be replaced by a bomber or a short coat. The same can be said about headwear. Here we have a cap that you can replace by a hat or a cap with ears for social functions. Anything that your soul would want. This everyday and practical look is a perfect fit for the modern life's energetic rhythm and reunions with friends. All three looks have shown us that one can use one universal piece of clothing and be very different every day. And remember, a small black dress is a sign of good taste. And if you don't have one, go get one right away. Dialogue of two cultures, a synthesis of two worlds, a link between fashion and theater. That's how the authors characterize their pop mechanical show, Medea. Material is a show that's very new to Kazakhstan's theatrical world. The young director Rustem Bigyanov put to creative use Heiner Müller's play in staging this work in a completely unfamiliar way for the Kazakhstan art movement, in theatrical postmodernism. The performance's goal was to show how cultures intertwine. And it was accomplished thanks to the participation of people from other professions not related to the theater. Many of us, in fact, almost everyone who's involved in the project, have no theater experience. I was looking for a project that would discover a new form of theater. Not with theater professionals, no. I wanted to invite professionals from other industries who are still artists. I think this is what this project and this show was all about. According to Rustem Bigyanov, contemporary theater goes beyond the customary and reinvents itself in various forms and layers of culture, including fashion. When one talks about fashion, designers and models come to mind, and the latter indeed were involved as actresses of the show. 16 professional models went on stage from podiums to add a special energy to the show. First, those models are beauty professionals. They come from professions associated with beauty. Secondly, they have stage presence, and that's what they're taught, presence, for the catwalk, but not for the theater stage. And I would ask, why can't catwalks turn into theater stages? Why can't we imagine those models in a performance? An important role in the show was played by the costume designer Aidana Kojagildina. She was to emphasize each character's essence as both a mythical and extremely modern figure. She used cloaks, white airy dresses, and dark-colored suits. Each character was played by 2 or 3 models, while the protagonist, Medea, was represented by just a white dress.
Это такой сложный материал, с которым нужно работать прям по тексту, то есть.
This is a very sophisticated show. You have to follow the text. It's a short text, but it contains images you have to follow in costume design. You have to clearly understand what drives each and every character of the play, and then you get the looks, the silhouettes, fabrics, transparency degree, color shades, and you have to work them out in a gradient so that the audience understand that this one is Creon and this one is Jason.
Появляется ткань, степень прозрачности, появляется тон, и это все нужно так в градиенте отстроить, чтобы было понятно, что Creon — это Creon, что Язон — это Язон.
Tender and delicate creatures moved on stage at the backdrop of massive and rugged structures. Tuning forks and musical instruments kept the suspense. Probably it's a combination of beautiful and horrendous, extraordinary and ordinary that makes the project special. Involvement of seemingly different professionals who match each other in spirit brought this very unusual show to Kazakh audiences. Also, this is a perfect example of how fashion enters all spheres of life today. Paris again welcomes the most important and special of fashion weeks, the Paris Fashion Week Haute Couture and its fans, proving that high fashion is still alive. As it's customary, the week was opened by the Versace fashion house with a mostly sporty collection under the name of Athletic. Still, Donatella Versace's trademark sex appeal was present as ever. Marine themes were also used in the collection's design. Just look at all these nets and knots. Classic suits and jackets have color inserts a la sport chic, and evening outfits with low necklines are ornamented with thin lines of Swarovski threads. Joan Smalls, Irina Shayk, Natasha Polly, Gigi Hadid, and other celebrities were spotted among the stellar podium models. The Dior show became the most anticipated Paris Fashion Week Haute Couture show. The hype was serious. It's the fashion house's first collection after Raf Simons left Dior, and a debut of the Swiss duo Serge Ruffier and Lucie Meyer, Simons' acting successors now. Dior is yet to find an appropriate replacement to Simons and its permanent art director.
Dior est une maison qui est en mouvement permanent.
Dior is a permanently moving house. It's probably because of Mr. Dior and the destiny of this house. There has never been a standstill. It's a permanently moving train, and from one designer to the other, we can even see some acceleration. So I'm pretty confident about the future, and we will see how choices are made, but always as in a moving train. This haute couture collection was made up of see-through chiffon and classic dresses, pencil and tulip skirts, jackets and suit jackets. The looks are richly adorned with sequins, various prints, and sophisticated shoulder cuts. Its main colors are black and white. It's haute couture, but it can be called the most wearable Dior's collection in years. Chanel's show was held in Grand Palais, of course. After a noisy supermarket, a square full of rallying protesters, and a glitzy airport, the Palais saw another transformation. A summer garden with meadows, ponds, and large wooden houses with no windows. The couture collection was in the same vein, naturally calm and exquisite. Karl Lagerfeld created a tribute to the beige color so loved by Coco Chanel herself. Magnificent dresses and costumes of beige and colors linked to beige were on the catwalk one after another. Traditional tweed costumes, silk skirts, blouses, and dresses were adorned with fine lacework, embroidery, and short fringes, with the main accessory being a belt smartphone case.
It was my dream to have a house like this, but you don't get the permission.
It was my dream to have a house like this, but you don't get permission in France to build a house like this. Everything is in wood, and things like this, I think, match very well, no? And all those beige dresses I saw on TV backstage look very well. You must not forget that in the 20s, before she made the little black dress, Coco Chanel was called the queen of the beige. And I never made a Chanel collection nearly all beige, and I have been doing that for 33 years. Meanwhile, it's obvious that the Chanel models were influenced by the Japanese culture. This Lagerfeld's Couture collection is an embodiment of modest chic. We'll see the Paris Fashion Week Haute Couture dresses very soon again, now on celebrities strolling on the world's red carpets.